Hi everybody, it's PaPe Robert from PaPe Robert Production at Staying at Home Studios. It's a cool name, I love it. Anyways, you can wear a banana. I got on Batman. It's cool. I can turn this banana into a mask when I need to. There, see? Yeah, isn't that cool? Let's switch that around and cover up my shiny, shiny little head just so I don't get sunburned. There, we're all set. Got my buddies back here again. I got Snoopy and Charlie Brown. They are here to listen to me read another story, so uh, they let me choose one of my own stories this time. If I don't mind, I like to read a story, and I'm going to read one of my books. I'll show you. Here is my favorite. It's Clive Cussler, The Cutthroat. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. So it's a little long, but we'll get through it. Here we go. On the second floor of the New York finest hotel, the Knickerbocker, at the corner of Broadway and 42nd Street, the Van Dorn's Detective Agency's chief investigator sized up a new client through the reception room spy hole. The research department. What? You guys don't want to listen to this. I can see Snoopy looks like she already fell asleep. All right, we'll just find one of your stories, and I enjoyed reading them too. So let's. Grandma Jan has tons of them laying all over the place. So in the bookshelves and all over. We got like a dozen bookshelves in this house. So there's always a story to read for you guys. So I'm gonna pick one out right here. There we go. Found it. This one's kind of cool because everybody's got dogs now. New dogs, little dogs, and even got puppies. And I'm going to read a story from Nova the Robot. I Smell the Future, a dog story. And this is about a robot dog. So let's get on with the story. And here we go. Sparky was an extraordinary dog, so it stood to reason that he'd have an extraordinary nose. Only he didn't. In fact, he couldn't smell the difference between a monkey and a bar of soap, between his master and a barrel of nuts, or between dinner and a stinky rag. Oh, I think we all can smell different things. For a dog, this is terribly embarrassing. So one morning on his daily walk with Nova, he asked for an upgrade. So there they are. They're on their daily walk. There's Nova. There's the dog. And he was talking to Nova about maybe fixing his nose. I guess Nova knows all about fixing and making things. Of course, said Nova. I'll give you the best sniffer on the planet. Your nose will be so sensitive, he was joking, you'll be able to smell the future. Sparky was excited and yipped, and wondering at such marvels, he trotted ahead to tell his friends, Princess Ariel and 40-Watt Dog, the news. His master was the best master on Rotan. That's the planet's name, Rotan. There's Sparky talking to his Princess Ariel and 40-Watt Dog. There's some cool names, There we go, next page. As Nova wired up new circuits, Sparky dreamed of all the wonderful things he would smell. Morning oil would smell sweeter. His master would smell more masterful. He would smell when Catho the cat was sneaking up behind him to scrap her claws on his rump and take his warm spot. But the best trick of all would be to smell the future. There's Nova working on Sparky right now to help with the smell in the nose. Can of oil. Nova, I don't know about oil. I don't like the smell of oil. Anyway, Sparky slept until morning. Even before he opened his eyes, he knew he was different. Clear pictures appeared in his mind, not of light, shape, or color, but of smell. He smelled the position of every animal in the house. He smelled the scented oils inside bottles in Nova's mother's room. He could even smell what sorts of spaceships were cruising by outside. But Sparky was eager to test the other wonder Nova had promised. He would smell the future. There's Sparky smelling all the spaceships. That's just on the planet Roton. Oh, that's cool. He clattered into Nova's sleep platform, where Cathode was curled up on the pillow and sniffed. "Why are you sniffing?" Cathode demanded. "I am smelling what you will do next," said Sparky. "With my new upgrade, I can smell the future." "Ridiculous," mewed Cathode. "No one can predict what a cat will do." "But it's true," insisted Sparky. "Nova said so." "You may smell better," sighed Cathode. But Nova was joking. "You cannot smell the future." "You're a cat," said Sparky, "and know nothing of trust. I can smell the future." There's Sparky with the cat. What a name, Cathode. He's talking to him. Sparky's telling the cat, "Yes, I can smell the future." Cat, "Nah." To prove his point, Sparky put his nose in the air and sniffed. Suddenly, he knew what would happen next. From the kitchen, there would be a scraping of the can opener, a pop, some gurgling, and then Nova's mother would call him to breakfast. He sniffed again, now sensing that was fresh, delicious oil she had been pouring into his bowl. "I predict that I'm about to have my breakfast," said Sparky, eyeing Cathode, the cat, defiantly. "Luna," which is Nova's mother, "will call me." So they're telling Cathode, "I can predict what I'm going to get for breakfast." At that very moment, the scrape, pop, and gurgle that he had predicted resounded through the house. Luna called his name. Sparky padded to the kitchen and lapped up his breakfast, which was oil. But he needs oil. He's a robot. His prediction had been correct. The oil was delicious. Raising his nose, a flash of certain knowledge electrified Sparky's brain once again. Nova would take him for a walk. As soon as his thought entered his head, in walked Nova with a leash in hand. Now there's Luna, which is Nova's mom. And then there's Nova with the leash in his hand, and Sparky all excited, knowing that he smelled in the future that he would be there with his leash in his hand. As they strolled the dog path, Sparky tested his new ability, sniffing the air for the scent of the future. Flash! He smelled that he would see his friend, 40-Watt Dog, around the bend. 40-Watt appeared as if by magic. Flash! Sparky smelled that he would meet Princess Ariel, and they would stop for a sniff. Again, his predictions came true. And there, down there, it looks like a dog park. And down there, Sparky with his two friends, Princess Ariel and 40-Watt Dog. Man, that's cool. They even got dog parks in Planet Roton. That's cool. Sparky told his friends his amazing story. Everyone was awed by his power, except Cathode, which is the cat, obviously. "Of course, Nova's mother gave you oil for breakfast," she mewed. "It's what you get every morning. And every morning Nova takes you on a walk, and you see 40-Watt Dog, and have a sniff with Princess Ariel. You're not for smelling the future, you silly dog." Sparky shook his head sadly. "I smelled that you would say that." He sighed, and then there's Sparky with Cathode, and Cathode telling her everything she can't really smell and foretell the future, just what they do every day. Cathode considered herself a patient cat, but this sort of nonsense was too much. "Please, O smeller of the future," she mused sarcastically, "tell us of tomorrow. What will you have for breakfast? Who will take you for your walk?" Sparky sniffed and considered. "I will have oil for breakfast," he announced, "and Nova will take me for my walk." The other animals listened in amazed silence. How did Sparky smell these things? There's all the friends. Okay, so looks like Cathode might be up to something. The next morning, Cathode, the cat, rose before dawn. She stretched and then slinked to the kitchen to hide the can opener. And with that accomplished, she crept into Nova's room to turn off his alarm, doing the same in Nova's parents' room. When Luna called Sparky for breakfast, he was horrified to see his bowl filled with not fresh oil, but with a rusty heap of nuts and bolts. "Sorry about the leftovers," said Luna. "The can opener's missing." There's Nova sleeping, and you can see the cat going to the alarm, changing the alarm. Cathal the cat's sneaky. Yeah, they usually are sneaky. Sparky sniffed. His stomach turned uncomfortably. He looked about for Nova. Maybe he'd find some oil to drink on his walk. But Nova was heading out the door with the school bag over his shoulder. "Sorry, fella, I'm late for school. Mom's going to walk you." Luna took Sparky for his walk. He did not see his dear friends Princess Ariel or 40 Watt, but instead was chased by some mean dogs. Cathode had been right. He could not smell the future. Nova had not told him the truth. And there's Nova with the backpack. There, he's being chased by some dogs, even robot dogs. Oh, that wasn't fun. Oh, boy. We'll see what happened. When his master came home after school, Sparky did not run to meet him, but lay with his head on the floor. As the evening passed, Cathode began to feel bad about what she had done. Being right was no fun when it made a friend miserable. She went to him. "I hid the can opener," she said, "and I turned off the alarm clocks too." But Sparky didn't look up. "It doesn't matter," he sighed. "Nova said I would smell the future, and I cannot smell the future. What more is there to say?" Well, Sparky was a little sad. Oh, Cathode thought for a moment. Suddenly, she knew what needed to be said. And there's Cathode trying to talk to Sparky about what she had done. Cathode really felt bad. "Actually," she mewed, "you can smell the future, but do you suppose that you are the only animal in the house with a talent? Nova gave me the power to change the future." Raising his head, Sparky looked at the cat in astonishment. "I never knew that," he said. "How is it done?" "That is my secret," she mewed, "because I'm a cat." Yeah, figures. And a cat may keep secrets. They sure do. But you will know when I have used my talent for changing the future, when your talent for smelling it has failed you. And there's Cathode, the cat. Sparky leapt to his feet. "I have to go," he said. "I smell that my master will be waiting for me." Cathode watched Sparky trot happily to find Nova. Then, purring contentedly, she crawled into a warm spot that Sparky had left behind. Well, there's Cathode, a sneaky cat, but he had to be sorry about it. There's Sparky out there with Nova out for her walk, out there in Roton land. Oh, well, that's the end. That's a cool story. I smell the future, a dog story. That's cool. I liked it. I hope you liked it. Hoping to read a little bit more, maybe a little more short stories like that. Maybe a couple of times a week now. I don't know. We'll see. PaPe Robert Productions from Stay at Home Studios. Bye. Bye, Snoopy. Bye, Charlie Brown. Yeah, I think my bandana is really cool, huh? I can use it and turn it into a mask when I want to run around outside while we still have to wear masks. So this Batman, I've got other kinds too, but Batman's one of my favorites. So theme, da 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 da. Batman, Batman, Batman. Da 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 da. Batman.